Some people might suggest that bad luck right now is simply following Harry and Meghan around. Or could it be that in the world of celebrity, as we've often said here on the show, it's a time capsule, isn't it? You're in, then you're out, and you only have to look at the world of celebrity to see you're in, and then you can climb back, and then if you're lucky, you become a vintage artist that people have a fond affection for. What are you looking for me like that for? I can feel it, you know. But on a more serious note, it is like that. That is celebrity. Now, a lot of people were getting in touch with me regarding this particular programme over here in the United Kingdom. And it's on the very much sort of like, I don't mean this cruelly, but it's not the big channel. Channel 5 is the sort of channel that people look at, and there are, of course, some wonderful programmes on there, but it's not in the top 3, you know. Obviously, BBC, BBC 2, ITV, and then 4 and 5. So obviously, when they're making programmes like this, you know that the bottom line is they're just hoping to get an audience. A lot of people ask me as well, Neil, why don't you appear on these royal documentaries and things like that? Now, let me be honest with you, I get asked all the time to appear on these things, but the reason why I simply turn it down is I'm not a fan of documentaries where they edit it, and that's why I like live television, whether it's, you know, in the Netherlands, Germany, or, you know, Saudi or anything like that, because when you're on a live program they can't doctor what you're saying, and I'm sure many people who've seen me on live television understand that, you know, I like to very much get my point over, and then they can't basically say, oh, we'll cut that bit out, we'll make it sound like that. So that's the reason really why I turn them down, and I've done them many times, and you think that's not really what I said, and then the intonation's wrong. I'm not waffling to them, I'm being honest, you know what I mean? So this particular programme on Channel 5 called The Rise and Fall of Harry and Meghan, well, they had a lot of publicity, and they hoped, of course, to get quite a few people to tune in. But this, to me, just says exactly the problem that Harry and Meghan have now got, because despite all of that and some top-notch experts and stuff like that, the programme failed to resonate with the audience, and more importantly, the channel itself don't really do clip bites, you know, and put them on digital platforms. You have to watch them, or you have to go on their hub or something like that to watch the full programme. And it's interesting to note, isn't it, because over the last couple of weeks we've had Prince Harry on the ITV channel, the commercial channel, talking about the press, the media and the tabloids, and then of course the CBS thing Sunday morning, which didn't do well at all for them. And you look at it and think, now you've got this. And also, let's not forget, there was this big sort of fanfare a while back about that particular German TV documentary that was going to expose all, shock the world and everything. And as we pointed out, they've run into a lot of problems out at ZDF in Germany, simply because, you know, the people that were interviewed suddenly now having problems verifying certain things and retractions and legalities and stuff. This is what happens behind the scenes on television. And genuinely, this was part of the reason why I set up the YouTube channel, so I could talk directly to you, which has turned into a wonderful friendship group, but tell you what I know without the doctoring and the telling you what you're not allowed to say, and we do this on this program, you know, that type of thing. So moving forward, yes, sadly, if you wanted to know about that, no, it hasn't done well. And I would say that there's a sort of apathy against the duo now, simply because they're waiting for the final curtain, which might sound rather cruel, but really that's how stories go. Starts off well, a middle 8, and then a big finale, a flourish, a finish, a little bit like a hit record. Sometimes though, not all the hits sustain. If you have seen it, I'd love to know what you thought to it in the comments below. But for Channel 5, who were hoping for a mega hit, sadly, this failed to nail the top spot. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.